So today I'm showing you the Leofoto MT-03 and MT-04. Now I'm zoomed in here, but I can see that there's not you can't see enough of the actual item. Now I imagine that people watching this are aware of Leofoto as a brand name. And you probably recognize these models, this being the MT-03 and MT-04. Hopefully you can see that. I'll zoom out a little bit and see if that, yeah, we might be okay like that. So this is quite an interesting review, and these two tripods are quite interesting. I suppose the thing that determines which one you go for is ultimately what the end use is going to be. I didn't expect the MT-04 to be much bigger than the MT-03. But I don't know, I might need to take the camera off the tripod. And also I want to show you the length of these things, so just hold on. I've actually just gone and grabbed a tape measure, because I'll open them up in a little, but I'm trying to have everything in focus on the camera. So the MT-03 is approximately 145 millimeters, and the MT-04 is approximately, did I say 145? I do apologize. It is 140 millimeters, and the MT-04 is 170 millimeters, so that's 17 centimeters and 14 centimeters. So you can see that both of these, the length of them are shorter than a hand distance there, but the MT-04 really does feel a much bigger, much more robust in the hand. But it might be just because of the MT-04. You know, the way that they look like this. The MT-04 does come across as a much bigger thing, and I'm trying to work out really if it is that big, or it just feels big because I've got the MT-04 in my hand. Now I've got the LH-25 ball head here. It comes stock with the 3/8 hole, and the MT-04 has a standard 3/8 on top, but the MT-03 has the 1/4. Now Leofoto do include in the package a little adapter that fits on there, so that will fit onto there no problem. I should get that adapter out actually. Now the LH-25 ball head does fit the MT-03 no problem at all, but it also fits the MT-04, and I'm thinking that it probably, well, is it a little too small for the MT-04? It's definitely not too small, but yeah, maybe that's what's making the legs look a little large, because there's a couple of millimeters overhang here, where when you put the LH-25 on the MT-04, it's sort of, it probably fits a little better. I should get that little adapter, shouldn't I? Why don't I do that? Hold for a moment. I'm back. This is the little adapter that comes with these tripods and ball heads if you get them separately, and it fits in there. I'm only going to do it finger tight, but there's a little tool that comes with the ball head that allows you to tighten that up, and you can see that nicely does. It does fit on to the MT-03, and it is very sturdy. I have to say these tripods are very sturdy. I suppose that ball head does seem to be the appropriate size for the MT-03 tripod. And I suppose at this point what I should do is show you the extended legs. So the main difference is that the MT-03 has this two leg extension possibility like that. And I'm probably going to get a little stuck now. If I just pull into frame the MT-04, there's another section on the leg extension. So it's going to make this so large it probably won't fit on camera. I'm going to have to hold the camera out a little, but I don't mind, I shall do that. So if I put that there, you can see that the MT-04 really is, it does offer much more space there. Look at that. And the height of, you can see that my hand span fits completely underneath the MT-04, no problem, and my hand span is up to the ball head on the MT-03 there. So this is really quite interesting. What I will do is let me unfold them again, and actually I'll take the MT-04 down to it's still a little higher than the MT-03. It is sturdy. One of the things that you feel straight away with these Leofoto tripods is the sturdiness. It feels that you could put kilograms on top of this, and I think the literature indicates that this will handle up to 8 kilograms. That is a lot of gear. You could fit anything on top of this tripod, and I imagine that this one is going to go up, to 3 or 4 kilograms. The MT-03. So then, I suppose what you're faced with is, what's the use case? I imagine that people buying these tripods, the possibility of sticking a smaller camera, an action camera, on top of them, or a smartphone, for example. I'll just take that little adapter screw out. I imagine that many people might be using these as selfie sticks, because they've got a camera, an action camera on top, and that's one of the use cases that I have. And I suppose the MT-03 here, you can see that you've got a whole hand width there. So is that about 10 inches, 9 inches, something like that. So you've got the ball head there, and then you've got the smart camera there. So you can see that this is almost the length of a selfie stick. Now the MT-03, so the MT-04 with the third extension arm is obviously going to extend that much further, but this is much heavier. In context, it's not really that heavy at all. These are both marketed as lightweight things, but you can see there that is, we are. If I show you the length of it like that, we're heading for 10 inches, nearly a foot there. This is going to be a ball head there, your action camera there. You can see that we've got a few more inches over this, and but does that look a little too big? I don't think so. And of course we haven't gone the full length here, but then I'm thinking it might be a little uncomfortable. Using it as a selfie stick might be just a little too much of a stretch, because you can see that the bulk is all here, and if you're holding this bit here, that might be a problem. For a short term, that's not a problem at all. Right, so that's definitely a long enough action camera stick or a selfie stick. You could be holding this and waving this around, no problem. because it's a little bit heavier. I mean this is below 200 grams. I think it's about 170. This is more like 350 grams. So this is almost, well, this is double the weight of the MT-03. This is doing a lot of the work that this can do. But the MT-04, obviously, because there's a lot more mechanical load distribution, you're going to be able to put much heavier weights on top of here. And if you really do need to use it as a selfie stick, you can obviously do that. So I suppose you really are working out what's the use case. You know, what are you going to be using it for? As a tripod, this is going to do anything. You can stick you could stick any ball head on top of there. I mean, this is the LH-25, so this is your small ball head. Well, this is the smaller, you know, proper big ball head, because it's got the Arca Swiss mount there. And you know, this is going to hold kilograms of equipment, no problem. You can see that. Actually, you know, as I'm on camera talking about this, you know, this LH-25 maybe is a better fit to the MT-03. There is that possibility. That might be the, you know, the better combination there, actually. Anyway, but back to the MT-04. If you have many uses, and you've got potentially a big rig over 2 kilograms, you're definitely going to be in the direction of the MT-04, because you've got the 3/4 stud anyway. You can fit any size of ball head on there. This is the smallest professional heavyweight ball heads that you can get. But of course they go bigger than this. But this is going to hold, we're talking kilograms here. And this little tripod, this MT-04, is going to be able to hold anything, actually. And I've just thought there's another use for this, because we can take the legs right down to the bottom. So this has become just a base. It does fit so solidly on the ground like that. And I imagine you could put anything on top of there, and it's going to be incredibly solid. And of course, you know, you can extend it. Yeah, so you are going to be able to fit anything on this stand. It's going to tolerate anything. You could fit kilograms on there. I think it does say in the literature about 8 kilograms, but you imagine 8 kilograms of weight on there. And you can get the extending columns here, and they're going to fit absolutely fine. You can see how that's going to work. I mean, as I'm talking about this on video, I can all the use cases are in my mind as I'm talking to you about it. You know, it is a very good thing. The build quality and engineering in Leofoto is absolutely amazing. When you have these side by side, the machined tolerances and build quality really is something. These items, these products are so well made. And if I was told this is the very top of the food chain in terms of video stand equipment, I could believe it. I mean, this does feel very premium and very high end. And I think you are left with, you know, what is your use case here? The MT-04 is going to handle anything big and heavy. Having it in my hand like this, I am now thinking, yeah, that can do anything. The MT-03 is definitely, if you are weight and size conscious, and you need to be thinking about traveling, where you're going, and weight, it is a factor. This is where the MT-03 is going to come into play, because it does do everything that the big one does. You can stick on a large ball head like this is going to hold anything. You could stick anything on that, any camera, any video rig, anything is going to go on the MT-03, no problem at all. This is, this is very high quality stuff. It really is. Anyway, I suppose I need to come back when I've collected my thoughts and use case a little more to describe these. But what I can say right now is, if you are thinking that you need a small, lightweight, very high quality, very strong tripod, Leofoto, these tripods are exactly what you go for, because the build quality, what they can do, is very, very good. They're obviously they're heading towards the top, if not at the top. The build quality is amazing. They feel like they're going to last forever. I think they come with a 10-year guarantee, and a decade, is going to be nothing on these. These will last for decades. These things are going to last forever. Anyway, let me end the video there, and I hope I've been able to show you enough of these items, but I shall end the video there. So we have the MT-03, MT-04. This is the very top of the food chain, I imagine, and fitness for purpose, absolutely brilliant. Engineering, the quality, amazing. There you go, the Leofoto MT-03 and the MT-04.